Hello everyone and welcome to Irvin's World in part 12 of my tutorial series on X3 Terran conflict. So, last time we equipped our sector traders with some shields and I realized I forgot to give them actually a weapon. It's not very important yet because nothing really will happen in these areas, but maybe at some point once we want them to become universe traders they need a weapon. So I have this I can exchange stuff due to this module I have, of which I always forget the name, which is the transporter device. So I can actually now advanced freight exchange. I have this IRE, right, the impulse ray emitter. So this guy will get one, and then I will say orders, command console, turret, missile defense. So it has in the weapons tab, 1 second, there we go, advanced weapons, it immediately puts this impulse ray emitter in its turret, but it doesn't really do anything if you don't tell it to. So now I told it to be on missile defense. That was bad. See here our shields got kind of damaged. That could have gone wrong. Luckily it didn't this time because shields automatically regenerate. Anyway, so now I gave it an impulse ray emitter, and through the command console I said to the turrets that it has to be on missile defense. So if it's attacked, the impulse ray emitter will attack missiles, and that's one problem solved. Okay, so time to buy our first ship. I am going to Cloud Base Southeast there. And that's through Orbelt and Cloud Base Southeast. I could of course also jump there, but now I'm just going to go there. We will buy 2 ships today. One of them is the Discoverer Raider, which is basically a scout ship, and that's the one we're going to buy now. And the cool thing about the scout ship is that it is super fast. So it's very good for exploring sectors very quickly, but it's also good for example, missions such as asteroid scanning missions, which often have a tight deadline, and then you can just zoom from one to another area and scan everything and have it done with quickly. The second ship we will buy today is a transport ship that is actually specialized on transporting ships. So we can actually dock our Discoverer Raider in there, and then when we need to have something like a fast mission, then we need the scout. So then we just get into that ship, get out of the big transport ship and do that mission. And we can also dock, for example, a fighter ship in there for if we want to do fighting missions. So basically we will be buying a mobile base that will hold different ships, so that we can do missions much more easy. So the first thing I'm going to buy is the Discoverer Raider, which you can actually buy here in Cloud Base Southeast. So I'm going to dock there. See what this one has for mission for building. Paranit chip down there. So I'm quite friendly with the Paranits, but I'm not on 100% yet, and I'm not sure what kind of reputation I need for the chip land. So let's dock here. There. So I just press Shift D for my docking computer. So now I want to buy a Discoverer Raider. There we go. So yeah, you have this the different Discoverers. Haulers, for example, have a bit more cargo space. Raiders, I think, have a bit more shield. And I'm just going to buy the S version. So that's equipped with almost nothing. It just has a 1 megajoule shield. It can take 3 1 megajoule shields, so we will move those to it, and we will buy it. It doesn't cost so much, only 100,000. And it already has a triplex scanner, so that's perfect, and it has flight command software. So for the rest, it still needs all those other things, right? Like a mineral scanner and a jump drive and all those kind of things. So while we go and fetch the other ship, we can send this ship off to buy some other stuff for itself. So that's where the game will get a bit more into micromanagement. So yes, thank you. We want it to have 2 more of these. There we go. And we want to upgrade all of this stuff. What's a scout if it isn't fast, huh? Some more turning. This will probably also be fairly expensive. Or oh no, that's quite okay. 17,000 credits. There, we will buy, let's see what we can buy for it now. It already had a triplex scanner built in, so I'm not going to buy any scanners. Except for the freight scanner and the mineral scanner. Why not navigation command software? Singularity time accelerator is really important, otherwise you can't do this time acceleration. It's very cheap as well. And a trading system extension, so if we are in that ship we want to still be able to command other ships to trade and stuff, right? So that's what we build in as well. So now it for example, it doesn't have a bioscanner, for example, and it doesn't have a jump drive and those kind of things. So we will actually send it off to go and fetch those. So we say my property. So now we've got Discover a Radar. Say order, command console, navigation, dock at Home of Light, TerraCorp HQ, because that's where we could get the jump drive, right? So that's where it is going now. And once it has done that, we can get other things that it's still missing. So in the meantime, we will be going to Split territory, and we want to build or buy a ship that's called a BOA. However, we probably don't have enough reputation yet, so we can go there. Let me see, I wrote down the system somewhere because I always forget. We go close to family Y, so I navigate, jump to sector. Here's family Y that we already explored. And we go there. Let's go here. The problem of the split is you start being probably as a split, I think it's called creature or something like that, like not enough reputation at all. They won't, just like with the Paranids that we had before, the split won't let you dock in their systems, they won't give you missions, all that kind of stuff. That's why I really like this pirate alley to do all the missions, because you get missions from all the races and then you can up your reputation with all the races. So if you don't have enough reputation yet with the split to get any kind of mission, so now I am actually a split creature. I actually already went up 1 because I did a mission for a split at some point. So maybe they actually want to give me missions already, but if they don't want to give you missions, then make sure that you go to like here, split border thing, and you could, for example, sell stuff to their systems, or you can find some other systems like in all these pirate systems where the split might give you missions in order to raise your reputation enough so that you can actually go into by the way so that you can actually get missions in core systems of the split and then raise your reputation high enough. So I will go south from here. I haven't discovered that gate yet though. It must be that one. Let's see how our Discover Radar is doing. It's not there yet. Oh, it just arrived. Good. So now we say trade. Let's see. A bioscanner, yes please. A jump drive, yes please. No, you don't need that. Why not? It's not that expensive. There. So now it has basically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it could still have, for example, the video enhancement goggles and those kind of things. But I don't think that's super important at the moment. So I think now it has got a jump drive, so I'm going to fill it up with energy cells. It can't carry a lot, but at least it can jump around a little bit. So I'm going to do that in ore belt. So I have my property, my discover. Oh, I'm actually not flying at all. It's always good to be flying when you're giving commands. Discover radar, orders, command, navigation, dock at, ore belt, solar power plant. There are solar power plants all over the universe, but that's one I know. So first, from family Y, we go south towards family Zine. Then we go south again. So south would be just flying straight. So it's probably that gate over there. And in the meantime, that's why I set up all these sector traders first. These are all making us money at the moment now. So it doesn't go very quickly, but at least they do make us money. So now we have 2.3 million. We can check back later how much we got then. Yeah, so the autopilot always stops whenever you get close to asteroids, which is... or autopilot, sorry, the CETA. So you might have to press J once in a while. So as you can see here, they already offer me missions. So that's because I did some split missions already while I was actually raising my Paranid reputation, because I found a split there that was giving me missions. So that's nice. But it's definitely not high enough yet for the to buy that ship. So now we go, I think, to the east. So now we are in Thurrock's Pride. There's a very big ship coming past. It's a military Tiger. And all these ships you can own at some point as well. I guess our guy already arrived. Yes, he did. Trade. So he can store 42 energy cells. That's not too bad. Orders, command, navigation, jump to sector. Where can it come here? Probably not. Oh, 40. It can actually go to Menelaus Frontier. Well, sure. Because I wanted to follow us anyway. Well, there's no solar power plant there, but that's no problem. Here we go, Family Pride. That's where we are going to buy our ship. So the Discoverer Radar is already now in Menelaus Frontier. So we wanted to... Actually, we can just say follow me. And it'll come after us. At some point I'll dock it somewhere until I have the big ship. Alright, so here's the shipyard in Family Pride. And it would sell us a boa for 294,000, which is not too much. But let's see which reputation we need. So I guess this is the shipyard, yes. Let's go there. It's a really nice system, by the way, with the planet here. There we go. So if you can't dock here, again, make sure you have enough reputation either by selling or doing some split missions in non-core split systems. So let's see. They don't want to sell us anything. Split family friend we have to become. Alright, well, I will save here. Always have to save a couple of times. So, then I will start doing missions. So I won't be recording, I'll just basically be raising my reputation, and I'll be back with you once I raise my reputation enough. In the meantime, I might actually put my Discoverer Raider just at a system. Maybe here at Family Pride at the shipyard. So once we've raised a reputation, our Discoverer will also be here. So, in the meantime, I will be doing raising some reputation, and I'll be back once I've got it all raised. Alrighty, so after some missions, I am now a split family friend, which should allow me to buy a boa. So at the moment, I am going to the shipyard to buy it. So why do we want the boa? Well, the boa is a so-called TM class transport, and TM is a military class transport that basically sacrifices a lot of cargo space in order to hold 4 fighters or fighter-sized ships in its cargo hold, basically. So that means that we can use it as a mobile base. So we can park, for example, the scout we bought, and we can park a fighter in there, and then depending on the mission, we can unload a ship and fly that ship to do the mission. So that is really nice to have. So we're going to buy that. So there are way more TM ships. For example, we could have already bought the Argon one because we are in a high reputation with the Argon. However, the split one, the boa, is the fastest of all these TM transports, and it sacrifices some other things for it, but it's the fastest, and a lot of the missions require that you have to be fast, but that's not the biggest reason, because a lot of the missions we will be doing with the scout if we need to be fast, but just it makes us faster going from place to place if we're not jumping, and it's just kind of a nice thing to be able to do. So it's not necessarily better than any of the other ships, but I like to be fast. So now we docked here, and we can buy ourselves a boa. Boa, there we go. It still was one in stock, luckily. Now it's ours. There we go. Sure. And let's see. Well, we can buy it all the stuff that we want, and then we can take out all the other stuff from this iguana that we're flying at the moment, and then we can send the iguana to buy other stuff again. So we want the boost extension, we want to have flight command software, we want to have... we can't install this one, we want to have a mineral scanner, navigation command software, and CETA, there we go. And we want to optimize it, because then it's going to be fast. How expensive is this? 270. Yeah, why not? Never bad to be able to carry some cargo. I'm not entirely sure which shields it takes. My property info. Max shield, 1 times 200 megajoule shields, and I think that's what we have actually. Yes, we do. Perfect. So it already is. It has enough shields already. Perfect. So let's switch ships. Boa, and we can get in there. Advanced ship. There we go. And now we want to get some stuff from our iguana. So we do advanced freight exchange. So to the right is our boa. Let's kind of get everything in there. So as you can see here, the boa also has more cargo space than the iguana, so that's very nice. I think the iguana takes 2 shields. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to double check that. So we will steal the bioscanner, we will steal the... why not? Steal the triplex scanner, definitely. Jump drive, transporter device, docking computer, trading system extension. So the only thing that we don't have now yet is a cargo life support system, because that's already built into the Iguana. So for the boa we need to get a separate one. So perfect. However, what I'm actually going to do is show you a little trick. I am going to get into the Discoverer Raider, and then I'm going to undock, fly a bit away. There we go. And now we can say to our ship, the boa, orders follow me. So there it is. Perfect. And then we say order stop. Stop the command. And now we actually want to dock in it. And this is gonna be cool. See? It has space for all these fighters. And now we're docked in it, and now we're immediately flying our current ship. And as you can see here, can I zoom in somehow? Yes. There we go. You can see our scout now being docked into this ship. So that's really cool. So now we have a scout, and we've got this mobile base. The Iguana can't dock in here, unfortunately, but in next episode we will start buying our first military ship, and then we can start doing some actual combat missions. So that's really cool. In the meantime, I will go with all these ships, so I will send the Iguana off to get his equipment back, and I will go with this ship as well to get all the equipment ready to have a cargo life support system and all that. It's also a thing I haven't installed on the Discoverer Raider yet, so I'll be getting those. But for that, for now, I will close off this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful, and see you next time.